So going from old Doom to new Doom, yeah, question, right? So what's the most misunderstood mechanic in classic Doom that modern devs still get wrong? Anyone, just
crap.
I want your first thoughts, just whoever talks first. What is it that they get wrong?
The running and gunning part, because it's not really designed to be a run and gun action shooter. It is a horror game. The original Doom is a horror game. It's designed to be scary. It's designed to be in your face and make you jump out of your seat. Now, the speed of being able to move throughout it isn't indicative of it being like a Fast and Furious style shooter. That came later. So I think mechanically understanding this is meant to be paced at a certain way, and you can break the game and you can still run through it. There's nothing wrong with that. Speedrunning is fantastic for a reason, but much like Quake, the first one, the game is designed to spook you. The game is designed to scare you. You just have a shotgun to fight back and kind of feel that kind of like heavy metal sort of album cover vibe as you're going through it.
Yeah, I think kind of something similar, like Doom and Quake. And a lot of those games from that time were actually designed more so as horror experiences. I mean, you can even go back to when Doom released, and you can see a lot of things where people didn't want to play it because it was scary, or like, you know, things like this. And I mean, that's what it was. It was 100% marketed as this thing inspired by Alien and Evil Dead and stuff like that. To, you know, it was horror first, and the whole like run and gun, balls to the wall, like intense running all the time, auto run on. That kind of was the thing that came later when the horror aspect of it kind of wore off and people got older and it was no longer scary. So then everybody in the future basically, you know, kind of just viewed it as this run and gun action game. Yeah, but that wasn't there was technically its original intention.
Yeah, there's still a uniquity.
Yeah, Trav.
You got it. Yeah. Go Trav.
Right. So I think that if we want to look at this in a good example, I think we should look at Knee Deep in the Dead. First episode, first couple levels of that. The thing that it does so well, and that I think is the reason I keep coming back to play the first Doom. I played it last night over games like even Doom 2, which I think doesn't quite do it as well, but expansions like Plutonia understand this really well, is the usage of, I'm going to use the term fodder, even though that's more applicable to like Eternal and Dark Ages, but these lesser zombie men that shoot you, that die so fast, but they're surrounding these larger enemies. They're surrounding these pinkies and these imps, and later on barons, hell knights, etc. And they are cannon fodder. You shoot through them. You sit at a distance. You specifically target those hit scanners because they are a threat, but they are very weak. And it gives you that feeling of mowing down these entire crowds just so that you can get at the juicy center inside that crowd, which is in earlier levels, the imps, the pinkies, the barons. And I think that is a feeling that even id hasn't recreated in like some of their games between 2016 and even Doom 2. Like that feeling of just cutting through crowds to get to the juicy center. It's missing, and Doom has done it in a way that I think a lot of games haven't.
Yeah. Hyacsho, what's your take?
For sure.
Okay, for me, I think it's kind of the fact that the original Doom games weren't really horror games to begin with. No, I'm just teasing. So the original Doom games were essentially a Dungeons and Dragons RPG in first person, right? The idea was to go up against horror, demons, whatever the case may be. But the goal of the game was to get the keys and unlock to the next level, and then save the day. Was the fighting the demons and just mowing down these beasties and everything like that is really awesome. But that's the byproduct of the objective, right? It comes to a game like that. And RPG is too much. It's not the right word for it. But for me, like what I don't think they get right in modern games with the running and gunning is that intent. All right, so we're in. Let's use 2016 as a great example. All right, he's very angry. He's so angry, and he's going to blow them all away. It's like, cool. Okay, he's going to save the day, but there's no innate intent to progress necessarily outside that. He's really angry, he wants to kill everything and just save the world at some point. Do you know what I mean? Where I think the original games kind of get that, oh, okay, I'm in a level, I need to escape the level. To escape the level, I need to get these keys to unlock, and then so forth. The demons are just in my way, which creates the fun zone.
Right.
Yeah, so for me, what I don't think they get right is that intent, that why are we doing this? What is the push to progress me to the next part of the level, other than killing more things, which is totally cool, by the way, for the record. But I think that's what's missing for me. We have a little bit of that in 2016, and they kind of bring that back in Dark Ages a little bit, Eternal sometimes. So it's all right. There's nothing wrong with the current state of play, but I think maybe that's what I think they miss. I like the fact in 2016 that they had skull keys again in the hell sections, things like that. I think that it does slow the game down to some degree, but it does create an intent for you to run around and shoot things. I think Doom: The Dark Ages could have done a little bit more with that kind of thing. It could have given you a reason to scope through Siege Part 1 and Part 2 a little bit easier than just collecting gold. So, but that's what I think they get a little bit missed. Not necessarily always a bad thing, just something I think that maybe they could explore better.
Yeah. Mayo,
Yeah,
what
I
about
think there's
yourself?
something that tickles the lizard brain when you're doing that sense of progression. I am here in this area collecting all of these things, slowly getting more and more items and stuff until I can unlock my way, get out. Like it's focusing. I think what I'm hearing from you and interpreting is it's focusing on being a game as opposed to an immersive experience.
True.
Yeah, and I think it's that, like, almost collect-a-thon-like experience. Like you said, it's like the lizard brain, that kind of collect-em-all mentality. I think I agree with that too. And I was going to say that, like in 2016 and Eternal and stuff, you kind of, obviously you still collect those things to progress or whatever, but there's less of it because your route to where you're going is less labyrinthine and more linear. And you get, versus in classic Doom games and Quake and such, you're progressing, and I mean you can pretty much run past enemies and just completely miss them. But actually, 2016 Eternal oftentimes block you off from progression, like an old, early 2000s game like God of War does, and doesn't let you progress until you've killed everything. Yeah. And it just kind of takes away from that, I'm here trying to survive and make it on. It feels more video gamey while being less video gamey. I don't know. It's kind of complicated, but yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all for the combat arenas. I mean, I'm here for the combat. So lock me in.
No, yeah,
lock me in and make me fight. I don't want every room to be that. Like, I don't want it to be like Devil May Cry 5, which is just like a series of combat rooms with hallways in between them. I do not want that in a Doom game, but especially in the new games where they're really emphasizing the combat mechanics, then like all the AI changes and there's so much depth in the combat. I don't want 13 levels where I can run past everything. Like lock me in and not just force me to fight, but show me what your interesting handcrafted enemy waves are. Because it's not just you versus demons. It's like, okay, these demons spawn in at a certain point in a certain part of the map. It's a whole thing. It's a big crafted fight. And so yeah, I'm here for that. And I'm disappointed if we don't get anything like that.
Sure.
I don't think they should do away with any of the current combat state of things. Like the way that the modern Doom has evolved to have that at its core is the most awesome power trip that you can ever experience. It is far beyond anything that I could have ever thought they could have done. When I had guys talking, how can they improve FPS experience in freaking Call of Duty or whatever rubbish? It's like, oh, you know what you should do? You should go play Doom Eternal on Ultra Nightmare, and you'll be better by this afternoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The gameplay is immensely powerful in modern Doom. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Have you seen the Call of Duty trailer with as a giant guy slamming his fist or something? And it's like, what the hell is this crap? This is not Call of Duty or something.
I haven't watched the Call of Duty video news.
If they want to
Call
play
of Duty
that,
trying to chase trends, come on, man. Let's not.
If they want to play that game,
what is it, Fortnite?
Go play Doom Eternal. Yeah. Oh my god.
Fast and Furious 10
They're
or
adding
something.
Beavis and Butthead though to Doom. I mean, not to Doom.
I would
Whatever.
I would absolutely fuck with a Beavis skin, like the fucking Doomslayer takes off his helmet and it's just like
when the Doomslayer appeared in Fortnite.
That would be perfect. I gotta be honest. I'm down for that.
When the Doomslayer appeared in Fortnite, I genuinely got pissed off when I saw that, and he's doing that stupid little dance sort of thing. I'm like, what an absolute
Yeah, I mean, they
goddamn...
put Kratos in there. They put Master Chief in there.
I loved it. It made me actually install Fortnite.
Yeah.
Inkhill. I mean,
actually, Trav,
if it exists,
I did
it's
the
been
same.
I can't believe they're running on that
We
train.
just don't want. I was just gonna say, we just don't want like super serious modern things. Like we don't want like the headless girl from Hereditary in Fortnite.
Yeah,
but
that's
that
where
would
you're
be
wrong,
so
kiddo.
cool. Think of the like everyone's like, but how do I headshot?
That's it. There'll be
true.
a mechanic in
It's
there.
true.
Yeah.
Just body shots.
It'd be a good
Just
Halloween
body
thing or
shots.
something like that. Yeah.